I am so excited you chose to stop by, my friends, my fam, my fellow fans of Clash of Clans. That's right, it's another Clash of Clans Autumn Update sneak peek. And okay, maybe not the best kept secret, but the Super Valkyrie is coming in the next update. And yes, let's check her out. She is, well, she's super. She's angry. She carries a rage spell on her back. And although she costs 2.5 times the housing space of a regular Valkyrie, you only gain a little more DPS and hit points as opposed to many of the other super troops. What you do get, however, is that rage spell dropped when she goes down, and imagine just how much damage these young ladies can do. So we will check them out in action. Of course, we're going to go up against every ground targeting defense and then put her into a battle with just a ton of Super Valkyries and then in an actual real attack, strategically trying to deploy her. So now, first things first, like I said, she doesn't have a ton of hit points, but the Super Valkyrie can hold her own face-to-face with most of the defenses in the game at Town Hall 13. Now, of course, put a row of walls between her and her intended target and things, they get a lot more difficult, especially with these newly maxed out level 14 walls that now all of us max Town Hall 13 players are excited about having the base finally look complete. But here we go. There's the rage spell, and now Super Valkyrie number 2 is going to blast through the wall and eventually blast through the cannon. You will notice, however, that rage spell radius is limited. It's not huge, but the Valkyrie gets in, uses it, and wipes out the cannon, although it took 2 that time. So we can show this a couple times. We'll do it against the Archer Tower as well. Of course, this is the brand new leveled up Archer Tower, and she obliterates it. But if you put a wall in front of her, the Archer Tower is just going to prove too much. Look at that damage rolling in, blasting the Valkyrie. She tries, but you know, without the rage spell rolling, she is going to have some difficulty. So wait for it. When she finally goes down, the next Valkyrie rolls in, soaks up the rage, and wipes out the remainder of the wall, and of course is going to take out the Archer Tower as well. So we won't do that every single attack, but just to give you an idea of how it looks and how it works. Or, you know what? Okay, let's go ahead and do it one more time, because sometimes players say, you know, even though you've done it before, doing it one more time doesn't hurt because maybe there was a player that wasn't paying attention or didn't see what happened before. So repeating yourself isn't always the worst thing to do. And I guess the same could be said about using code Galadon, right? I mean, you may have heard about it before, but why not a little reminder, because update season is upon us and many of you might be buying gems packages or even that gold pass. If you get a chance, please go to settings, more settings, scroll to the bottom, type in Galadon, and it does send me a little tiny bit, doesn't cost you anything, and then I take that money, I use it to buy gift cards for giveaways for you guys and to give back to charity every single month. So thank you guys. Using code Galadon, it's the right thing to do. Okay, moving on to the next defense. Checking out the Wizard Tower. You kind of know what's about to happen here. The Wizard Tower just not going to be able to stop that Super Valkyrie. And, you know, while we're here, do the Super Valkyries look taller than regular Valkyries? For some reason, I feel like they are on higher heels, or I'm not sure if it's the hair. There's something about them that makes them look bigger. Maybe it's just the rage spell on her back. So she survived right there, the bomb tower explosion. Now, a ground targeting Expo, obviously this is going to be a tougher matchup, and we're going to see again one of those situations where the Super Valkyrie just can't quite get through it by herself. But the rage spell is there, and the next Super Valkyrie will wipe it out and move on. Okay, what do we have up next? That's right, we've got the scatter shot. Now, scatter shots, they have that dead zone, much like the mortar and the eagle. So once the Super Valkyrie gets up close and personal, no chance for the scatter shot. It cannot target her, and she is going to wipe it out. That is going to be a key interaction right there for players that could get a Super Valkyrie in after a scatter shot. The hidden Tesla, obviously not an issue. Super Valkyrie wipes right through that and moves on like it wasn't even there. Well, it wasn't before the raid started, but single target Inferno on the other hand, yeah, the single target Inferno's beam is going to accelerate a little bit too quickly for the Super Valkyrie, and again, we will need a second one to solo a single target Inferno. And I just thought I'd throw those in there to check him sprinting through the rage spell. But how about a multi-target Inferno? Can you guess? Well, if you guess the beam is not strong enough to take the Valkyrie down, you are correct. She is going to be able to solo a multi-target Inferno and actually still be able to walk away at about 50% health. So go Super Valkyrie. And last but not least, of course, let's check it out against the Town Hall itself. And the Town Hall's beam, definitely more potent than the multi-target Inferno beam. The Giga Inferno wipes her out. She has no chance. But then again, it just takes one more. So a second Super Valkyrie will finish, but she will not survive the resulting detonation. And she drops her rage spell as well. Here's another chance to sprint the rest of them through 2 rage spells. So think of it, remember that as well. You know, it's a mechanic that also speeds up troops. That could help accelerate troops through a building. And oh, by the way, this is the developer build. Remember that, right? So they're not real villages. This is something that certain content creators, and you've probably seen others, get to use these different builds so that we can test troops out. I just thought, you know what? I see the screen shaking. What are these Valkyries doing over here? This is a great illustration of the rage spells dropping in chain and accelerating each resulting Super Valkyrie to the point that they 3-starred a fully maxed out, okay, nearly empty Town Hall 13. But very cool, kind of just a chance to look at that chain reaction. So now, let's watch the chain reaction in action with a 15 Super Valkyrie raid. Now, the idea here was, let's go ahead and use a little bit of strategy. Barb King on the left-hand side with 1 Super Valk, and the Siege Barracks with another Super Valk on the right-hand side. Notice the rage spell already helping out the wizards. On the left, the rage spell, yeah, the King did not follow her. So I dropped another one, and she did rage right to that gold storage and stall. The rest of the Super Valkyries, we've got 11 remaining. Now they have a bit of a funnel that should get them in after the Town Hall. I've got a jump to make sure they get in there, and then 4 earthquakes to kind of open up the core of this very tight base. And then a couple of rage spells that were probably best used in like a queen charge. I have a lot of rage. So watch as the Valkyries drop rage, Galadon drops rage, and that entire core of the base is just, it's enraged. It really is angry. Now, of course, this is not going to be a 3-star attack strategy, at least not against this base deployed in this manner, but we did end up with what I would say was a relatively respectable 2-star. And if you recall from yesterday's video, that was again the case with the new Giants, the new Wizards, and the new P.E.K.K.A.s. So it's kind of making me think that, you know, offense is going to be strong. Grabbing a 2-star at Town Hall 13 is really not the challenge. It's the 3-star that you want. You want to grab that triple, and that's where you need to use slightly more advanced attack strategies than just spam all of one unit and a bunch of spells. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do, and you probably could guess what attack strategy Galadon is going to try, seeing as I am admittedly a one-trick pony. Of course, Galadon trained up a Queen Charge hybrid. So Hog Riders and Miners rolling in next. Here we go. Now we are going to try to use 3 Super Valkyries to get in the mix. Now I could have used a Super Valkyrie to lead the Archer Queen and hope that she picks up the rage once it goes down. But I thought, you know what? I've got rage spells in the spell lineup. Let's go ahead and let the Archer Queen roll on her own. Now, I didn't bring bandits, so I do need a rage spell to deal with the defending Barb King right here, and we will take him out. Now, watch on the left-hand side. Once I see that the Archer Queen is going to go to the right, remember, this is kind of one of those Gallo-YOLO attacks. We drop the Queen and wait to see which way she goes. Now we've dropped a Super Valkyrie over here on the left. So the hope is that the Super Valk will go down before the King, before the P.E.K.K.A., and a bunch of my units over there will be able to utilize that rage spell. If you watch, it does work. There's the rage. Perfectly timed to help the Wizards and the Barbarian King wipe out the left-hand side and complete the funnel. So now a couple more Valkyries will lead in front of the Miners and the Hog Riders. You'll notice they all head right to the Town Hall enclosure, using a heal right here, and then the Warden ability watch for those rage spells from the Valkyries. Of course, I still have a rage spell of my own that I didn't use, so we'll go ahead and drop that in the middle. And just in case the Valkyries are still alive, you know they do great under rage, so we freeze the Scatter Shot, the Multi-Target Inferno, and the Expo. Everybody kind of rolling through out the backside, the Hog Riders and the Miners. And it looks like we may have lost all of the Super Valkyries. Look at the far left-hand side of your screen, though. We had one way out there, activate a rage spell for the P.E.K.K.A. The Queen is still alive, rolling on the right-hand side. The heroes in the middle. There goes your Royal Champion ability. And yes, it's beginning to look like a 3-star. So, yeah, not that difficult, but I will go ahead and throw the asterisk up. There was no defending Clan Castle in this attack. So it was more for illustration, just to kind of see how things go. Obviously, a well-orchestrated Queen Charge hybrid attack should work against a base like this if you get the basic funnel down, but I just kind of wanted to show how the Valkyrie's Rage could help out in the core, and I feel like it did. So, yes, this is going to be one of my favorite super troops, especially because it's not so much a super troop that's meant to help you just funnel. This is a super troop that can help out any ground army by dropping a Rage right smack in the middle of the group. Imagine with Yetis, with Bowlers, with P.E.K.K.A.s. This is exciting. I am looking forward to seeing you guys and what strategies you come up with. Now, this attack almost became a 99 or 100. As we're running out of time right here, notice the Archer Queen going after that last building. So we will get in there and hopefully get that expo. But in the meantime, the sneak peeks will continue. That's right, the 2020 Clash of Clans Autumn Update is upon us, and before you know it, it will be out. When do we know? Well, we don't know for sure, but you can make guesses based upon past updates and past sneak peeks. I bet you guys will be pretty accurate. So, thank you guys. This is going to wrap up today's sneak peek, but stay tuned, stay subscribed, stay notified, because you never know when there might be another sneak peek video or there might just be an update. So, you guys are the true Galadon fam. You made it all the way to the end of the episode. That's why I love thinking about it. Appreciate every single one of you every single day. So, make the best of the rest of your day. If you go outside, wear a mask, socially distance, be kind to other people, animals, and planet. I'll see you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, too fast, man, too fast! You're making my head hurt!